I'd like to point out that this isn't entirely my fault. You look at the date, April 3rd, 916, Aztec Empire. Now, it's not my fault. This game has some random generation involved. And that makes it different every time. So there actually are events that can exist, like the Mongol invasion, which happens beyond the borders of this game world. The events that create the Mongols happen in China and Mongolia, and then they slowly spread across the steppe. So since we can't directly influence those events in the game says, okay, we're going to randomly spawn them at some point in history. And there's just going to be a massive army that shows up. Might be up here, might be down here, and they will begin to sweep across the world. However, in order to make the game fair, they took a little historical revisionism, which I've seen done for like books, and it's amazing. And for video games, it's great. Just if you were hypothetically a student writing a paper in history class, if you're going to say something, at least back it up. For example, you could say, hey, Columbus wasn't the first to reach the Americas. There's documented proof of the Vikings sailing over through Iceland, Greenland, and making their way to the New World. North America, Nova Scotia, that area. That's fine. You could even try to push the point saying, hey, there are like African cultural objects and the Olmec heads and other sort of unexplained similarities and links to African culture that are found in Central and South America. So we can guess that maybe some exploration and trade was done across the shortest part of the Atlantic Ocean between Africa and South America. And in fact, there's stories of African kings who would go off on and like pay for these explorations, and that's fine. If you ever say that the Aztecs sailed over and conquered lands in Europe, you're going to have some problems because that never happened. Where they do get that idea from is the possibility that the Aztec might have sailed across the New World, the Atlantic Ocean to get to Europe, if the Europeans didn't get there first. And there is some backing, whether individual tribes were able to continue with developing ships, but you can't assume development. Look in the United States now. People in the 1950s were saying, oh, we're going to be living on the moon in 50 years. It's going to be amazing. Look at how fast we developed. Look at how great we're going to be in just 20 years. That's not how development works. It's done by need and it's done by drive. In game, I'm looking at my tech tree and I say, oh, I want to invest in castle. Well, that's not how it works. We will say, I built a castle because I don't want these guys to rampage in and destroy my land. And then on the reverse side of that, we would get, oh, they did manage to rampage in and destroy my castle. I want to make a better castle. How do we do that? It's driven by that need. And for the last 50 years, the United States has not needed to go to space or develop technology in those sort of extraterrestrial areas. Growing plants in space. Being able to find efficient methods to save on spaceships. And it wasn't a need, so we didn't do it. The reason there being is we stopped fighting the Russians. The Russians were gone. The Soviet bloc fell apart. Okay, hold up. We can talk more later. I want to focus here because we have a larger army about to land on ours. And unfortunately, so what happened was random generation occurred. And I was building up a nice kingdom. I was going to be king of Ireland. It was great. It was wonderful. Here's the history of Kingdom of Ireland created. And he was a wonderful dude. he did what he needed to do. He did what he needed to do in order to get the crown. But he was a good leader until he got slow fever and died. And then he passed on to his son, who got cancer. And in his short life, he did his best to try to rework things. However, unfortunately, at the same time that he was diagnosed with cancer, the Aztec arrived. And I had to make a tough choice. The choice was try to fight back with our army of 2,000 men and maybe win a battle against the 12,000 men army of the Aztec, which, believe it or not, I don't know where they moved it to. It's somewhere, and I don't know. Is that it? No. I don't know where their army went. Oh well, we'll find it someday. Martial army. Oh well, but so they did their thing. They arrived, and I had the choice of saying I could fight, and I could probably lose. And what happens when you lose the Aztec? Well, I can look to the southern neighbors who lost first. Where are we? Duchy. You know what? Here, let's do this. Here we go. Duchy of Munster. History. There was no holder. He was elected, and then he lost it in conquest, and that's just a bummer, man. I'm sorry. And it was then given over to Aztec people, and at the very least, I was able to argue, saying, "Hey, can I be king of that area?" And they were like, "No," but I at least brought them over to my fold, and we agreed to a nice little arrangement where I get to keep these people alive. But then he went to try to come get me, and I was like, I surrender. I convert to the Aztec religion and faith, and I'm going to marry Aztec people, and yeah, that's how it is. Unfortunately, at the same time, my lineage is like completely shot. Too many people, too quickly, too many diseases, too many wars. I wasn't able to raise a good family. And right now, my current heir is my younger brother, who is, quote, an imbecile. There's myself, who had a wife who passed away, and I had an illegitimate daughter with, actually, oh dear Lord, that was my sister. Well, that was the Aztec for you, who is inbred, and there you go, has negative traits there. So my family is shot, and I need to try to regain it. And at the same time, I'm kind of using the backing of the Aztec to try to push for advantages down in the south. But, yeah, that's essentially how it's going. And it's going very poorly. So here we go. We're going to lose this battle, probably. We only have 2 flanks and 1. All right, let's find out. Let's just go. Okay, 3 flanks. We have a very strong center flank, which might actually win the day there. Come on, buddy. You got this. If we break the center flank, the lords have institutionalized low centralization. That essentially means they're allowing us more freedom. They're allowing us more freedom, and in response, the game says, well, that just means that he's going to be able to have more vassals. He's preparing to conquer more land and have more people serve him. Let's transfer the vassalage. Really? Why? Why would he give him to me? Huh. That's odd. He doesn't like me. That might have been why. Wants a seat on the council, a powerful vassal. That's just rude. Do you see how difficult it is to rule and fight at the same time? Okay, we've evened the odds. Our guys are winning the day in the center flank. They're at least holding their own against a superior force on the left. Nice. So, immediately, very, very quickly, it happened very, very fast. We won this center flank. They got routed. They fell back. We turned our attention, boom, hit the side flank. They instantly routed, and now our smaller force is able to chase them down. That's like the army was fighting. Suddenly they saw guys coming out from the side, and they immediately went, run away. But now we have to turn our attention to the right flank, which is actually, yeah, it's gonna be tough. We took some very heavy casualties, and boom, he won it. Damn. It's a bummer. It's a big bummer. We should have won that battle, but the flank apparently had cavalry, and that's how they do it. Darn. All right, and we lost that war, which means, did we declare war on him? Yeah, we did. That's awkward. Yep, our army is broken and retreating. Poopy. Okay, we're gonna disband the unit and reform after. There we go. All right, we're gonna let him sort of regain footing while we regroup ourselves. Are we at least raising levies? Yes. Has declared the second Aztec invasion of England. Yeah, so essentially, they're going to conquer all of there, and rest in peace to all who oppose them. You can see the armies forming up. There it is. There. Oh my God, they got more. 136.1 thousand. Yeah. So again, you could see how that arrives there on my shore, and I say to myself, ha 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 ha, no thank you. I should probably declare myself in favor. One child lacks in education focus. Oh, this is my sister. Let's see here. That's bad. It's bad. We're gonna try to have her. What's something that she can actually do in society? We'll have her do the diplomacy. Yes. Willful and fussy are bad, but infectious and curious. I need the Oh well, yeah, that's probably the best option. She's already started along that path, so well done, sis. Okay, go Aztec armies, go! Win the day for me. For us. I mean, for us. Yeah, it's totally what I meant. For us. What kind of council power do they want? What does that mean? Oh, I know what that means. They want me to declare whatever. That the council allows additional succession laws. Yay! Thank you. And yeah. Sorry, there it is. Council. They probably want council to have power on revoking titles or imprisonment or full. Ugh. Yeah, I bet they support it. Little poops. Glory, and zealot. There's no one who's pragmatic. There's no one who's a loyalist. There's no one who's malcontent, which is fine. I'm okay then with... Oh, wow. I'm okay then with having council power, but the question is what's going to happen in the future. You never know, and because of that variable, I don't want to give them that opening, so to speak. Why am I killing them again? Huh? What? Oh, dear Lord. The family lines are just so intermingled. It's not my fault. It might be a little bit. But hey, if you guys could, like, hit there, too. Just like, walk through it. What? You're... Oh, he's not at war with them. Pooh. Okay. Yeah, there you go. The Aztec Empire has won. There's a shocker. Meanwhile, we lost our castle. No. So, yeah, they took control of all of this. And if you notice, the liege lord who he was fighting against is now gone. He owns all of his land. And in response... oh my. Oh, you poor thing. He's one-handed and disfigured. That's why he's wearing the mask. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Where? I'm sorry. I'm not even paying attention to where people are. Oh. Here's a possibility. Stop it. Here's a possibility. What do we have as our own personal claims? None. So if we use it, we lose all the way down to prestige. We're gonna let it go. I don't wanna be in negatives right now. I'd rather just try again later. If we raise our armies again, we should have enough to challenge them on even ground. We are, in fact, still gaining money. He is going to be winning a ticking war score because he still controls his own land. But there's no defenders in it now. So it's better that we strike soon than not at all. We'll arrive in Austria October 13th. So we're going to not call these guys up. We're going to not call these guys up. 2 smaller armies that can wait. The rest will form at Oriel. Has created the Duchy of Essex. Isn't that nice? And the Duchy of Essex. Yes, that makes sense. Ta-da! See? And essentially that kind of gives you more control over a territory. You're saying, you know, this is our land and we shall defend it together. We are the kids of America. Ah. Has transferred vassalage. Okay, cool. So he is giving me Ireland. What is that? Oh, cool. Awesome. Other... What? Wait a minute. What? He gave me the guy for S... Okay, whatever. But he's now declaring a holy war, so he's gonna go fight things, and... Yeah, I mean... This is one reason why it's good to have vassals who are open to solving their own problems. We're going to merge. We're not going to leave an open flank. We're going to balance as much as we can, which isn't that much, for being perfectly honest. But I'm going to put... Shoot. Boom. Boom. There we go. Ta-da! And march. And by the time we get there, our morale should be up to full. And even if, like, you have a weaker force, if you've split it across the fronts, you might be able to win. Now, they have to be strong enough to defend themselves against attack. What is this? Ooh. Okay, I accept. I will be counselor, which also means I can't be leading this army. Revoke County of Norfolk. Yeah, see, he's just taking away all the territory. He's gonna go chop their heads off or something. Okay, so I am now on the council. Hooray. There's me. I'm apparently slated as a pragmatist. Interesting. Cool. Which is actually exactly how I've been moving. That's too funny. Whew. I don't want to join a faction because if at any point the faction decides, hey, we're going to war, I'm forced into it. Oh, see that? See that? No flank, and we just enter and crush them. And it's great. Ha 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 ha. Victory for Sylvanas. We're not Sylvanas. Okay. And notice how I'm like doing a lot of pausing because there's a lot of things to just move around, rearrange. No. 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 Why do they all hate me? They're repelled. What did I do? I don't know. Alright. He's not the best. Listen, I'm not looking for the best spy master at this point. I'm looking, oh look, my mother. There you go. Done. I'm looking for a loyal spy master. I don't need to put a spy anywhere in this area because I know exactly what's going on. I will put it down here because I have no idea what's going on the main continent. It's just completely dark. Up here, we've surrounded every single territory, so like, oh, except one. But it really doesn't matter. It's just one territory. Dangerous factions, special title. Oh, I don't have a court physician? That's a bummer. Well, actually, the last few court physicians, we've all died of diseases. And I can't tell if that was the court physician's fault or it was the game's fault. It's very, very difficult to tell sometimes. It's like, we're going to treat you with a new, special kind of treatment. And you can say to yourself, like, well, that sounds great. Hold on. Let's just quick march across here. We might take... has finished her education and is now a... Wow. Dang. It's crazy. Half-sister. Let's get a matrilineal marriage because we want her to stay in the family. She's brawny. Look at that. That's cool. Let's see if we can find someone else as a nice pairing. Oh, boom. He's got a genius. He already looks like he might be a good kid. He's playful, but he's also timid. Jeez, that's odd. Let's do it. I just want to double check. Genius is a good breeding trait. You want to have kids, and then... Now, is intelligence really related to birth? No. No, it's more about effort. There are some sort of studies where your IQ and your ability to learn quickly might be related to genetics. But otherwise, it's a no-go. It's not how it works. Okay, we're just quick marching across. In the meantime, holy war for East Anglia, so they're screwed. He's still revoking more cities. All Catholics are being put to the sword. You can see how I made the right choice, and I'm pretty proud of it. Okay. His army's reformed there at Quais. Meanwhile, this one is still stronger than mine. So we may actually want to hire some mercenaries. Should we do that? More importantly, I want to hire mercenaries who can actually resist a cavalry charge. And those don't exist. Great. That's what I like to see. All right, fine. In that case, we're going to No. There we go. Pikemen. Ta-da. I'm gonna continue building up what I can. I only have 2 counties under my direct control. That's awkward. I should just give control of the duchy away to someone else. My vassals don't like me because I am an infidel and an adulterer and jeez. Okay, yeah. I mean, you get the point. How are we gonna do this? His army's gonna be recalling immediately, so we're gonna win this battle, and then we're gonna run. Oh no. He's preaching the wrong religion. My what? Your Petlakaltal. Petlakaltal. What is that? Petlakaltal. Oh, my steward. There you go. Keep it as a threat. Oh my god. Swore to stay out of factions and remain loyal. He's going to arrive March 9th. Can we leave by March 9th? March 7th. Yes, we can. Ha, ha, ha. Beauty. If we can get to Cornwall, we might be able to get boats. Can we? Yes. How many people is my... Yep. We're going to escape. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get there. Marching to Wiltshire. I'm marching away March 17th. Oh, we're not going to get away. Damn it. Rest in peace in pieces. Okay. Alright. Looks like we're just going to have to gear up for a fight. Here we go. Time to represent. We're winning the initial skirmish. We can win the front. We turn on the sides. And we're crushed. Damn it. He's winning every battle. This is embarrassing. It's really bad. I don't want to lose this one. Can I call in my liege to help me? Offer to join plot to kill. No. Darn. Alright, I'm gonna have to win it the old-fashioned way. Which is essentially, getting more troops. Okay. Stand down for now. Let's reconsider our options, yeah? While we wait for the army to rebuild, probably for the next campaign season. We'll be looking, at probably hiring mercenaries. It's just the easiest way forward. Is he marching all the way around to get to my territory? He might be. In which case, he might take so many casualties on the road that his army is too weak to fight when it arrives. Oh, they refueled. Damn. Okay. He's giving me a lot of vassals. Why? Because I'm a loyal servant, obviously. Ha 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 ha. Ooh. Cool. Those troublesome peasants. Alright. Ruler unmarried. We're gonna get legitimately married, yeah? Yeah. Who can I sway with my charm and my wiles? See? Wiles. I'm shrewd. Specifically, maybe someone on the younger age, because right now I'm playing an 18-year-old. Wow, so young. is awkward. Unworthy priest. Wow. It's unfortunate to be called out. Let him know how it is. Alright, you know what? Let's do it. There you go. Hello, Ellen. Look, isn't that nice? Wow, won't consider offers from infidels, yet here you are, considering an offer from an infidel. Me. Cool. Oh, my queen mother died. How? Sick? Oh, come on. She was only 39. So young. Alas, why do the good die young? Leader of the Essex Revolt. That's just terrible. Go get him! Go, Tiger! Woo! Doo 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 doo. Okay. We're gonna need to appoint a new spy master. You know what? Sure. You're gonna get boosted up to being awesome. And this war has consumed my every thought. It's embarrassing how poorly it's going. Look at that. He's winning battle after battle. How does he do it? It's insane. Maybe I should raise a retinue. Here's an idea. Jaguar warriors? It's cheap. I like the idea of a defense retinue. But only now do I like an idea of defense retinue. What would I use in the future? Cavalry? Help run people down. Light skirmish would be amazing for taking castles because it's just a ton of troops, you know? That's really what you need when you're taking places. However, if I was talking just troops, I think the Jaguar unit is better. What if I teched for? Light infantry, cavalry, not heavy infantry. And heavy infantry here being what we've been needing to sort of fight back against this guy's heavy cavalry and light cavalry. Damn, Daniel. It's annoying. Alright. It looks like we're in a tough situation for this war. We're going to do what we can. And what can we do? So, our options as they exist on the table. We don't have any allies. We can't call anyone in. Our liege is too busy conquering the British Isles to... Just the way I said it. Too busy worrying about a war that his buddy's fighting in. At some point, he may just jump in and try his best to take it, but I cannot let this guy win a war. He's 8 years old. If he wins, he'd have the backing of his people and all of just essentially all Catholics. And right now, if you're noticing, Europe is completely chaotic. There was a German king a few years ago, Charlemagne, and by few I mean 117 years ago, and he ruled the Holy Roman Empire, which was like all of this. And when he died, he gave it to his sons, and his sons have been fighting over it ever since, which is why you're seeing these weird conglomerations of, like, there's a king here under, let's see, history. Yeah, so, yeah, House Carling. So they lost it a while back. It's a bummer, isn't it? Ha ha ha. But yeah, it's not him. Where is he? Charlemagne. I mean, Carl's close, but I'm noticing the game has him dying too early. Maybe they just renamed him? That's odd. That'd be an odd thing to do. Anyway, in real life, there was a king, Charlemagne, and he ruled much of this area. Throughout his life, he constantly attacked into Lombard. Oh, you know why? Because this timeline, this is the darkest timeline. This timeline started before he came to power. Ha ha. So he probably wasn't born. Anyway, but the situation was ripe for the taking. And as you saw anyway, someone did rule this territory. And that's why you can see like France has territories all over the place, because it used to be France, and as the kingdom breaks up, different people will swear allegiance to different feudal masters, and it leads you up to that scenario. All right, so back to my predicament. We have an army of specced out troops that we can't beat. They're just it's like trying to bring a sword to a gunfight. You're not gonna win. But we can try to overwhelm them with numbers, which might completely fail. And if that fails, I'm then out money, which I can be using now, and I am using now, to be building up my military as I can. Speaking of which, I should be building this. Which means we can come back for a later time. If we sue for peace, surrender. I don't want to pay that huge amount. No, we can't lose this. We have to try to throw it in. Otherwise we're still gonna lose anyway. And the dishonor that it brings upon my family would be too much. So, all right, we can let the war score tick a little bit higher, because it'll just shift right around once we take the territory, and we're gonna need the Irish band, probably. Yeah, probably. That's probably what we're gonna need. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll hire the Irish. Fine. There. Go have fun, Tlatlona or whatever. Yep. Well done. Idiot. It's gonna make another inbred child or something. All right. We need to let that rebuild. And once it's done, we will then raise army. Go get them. We're going to have to wait a few months, hopefully not a few years. This is going to start ticking faster. We don't really have the time to wait. Excuse me. Look at that. We won early battles. This guy. That guy. That's the army that keeps winning. Oh, that's why. Oh, that is so annoying. I assume you cure. Holy Warrior. Plus 30% damage against people of opposite faiths. So essentially, right before every battle, he gets his guys hyped up on xenophobia, and boom. Just wipes the floor with me. What? Ooh, that's awkward. Bye. I guess Heinrich is no longer my chancellor. Oh, it's such a bummer. He's a powerful vassal. He's angry for not being on the council, so he'll be much happier if he's on the council. See? Look at that. Up-a-boom. What is that? Idle council member. Oh, yeah, no, I'm going to give him a job. Don't worry. But we need to pick someone that's small and easy enough to conquer, or so we thought. Jeez, what a mistake that was. Sure. Interesting. Very interesting. Sure. Well, actually, how large are his castles? She's got huge tracts of land. Yeah. Monty Python. Oh, my priest is secluding himself. Why? Are there diseases where you are? I should think not. Look, booming economy. Well, that's true. With a booming economy means everyone's running around the countryside, so of course that ends up... We're going against war in Denmark? Oh, Denmark owns East Anglia. Oh, didn't even notice. He is yet again able to carry out his duties. Well, that's good for you, isn't it? You little poo. Alright, oh, that's a good question, actually. Nope. Nope, still haven't converted. Okay, is that what he's doing? No. No. You're going to proselytize here, and you will convert my people, and they will be happy. Are those raiders? Those are raiders! Ha 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 ha. Those troublesome peasants. Wow. That's actually really bad. We have local tensions from religion and taxes. Oh, they're going to revolt. Let's not go to war just yet. Maybe next year. Looking at the war score, we're gonna wait until past the winter. You don't want to send your troops out in the winter. We'll gather them in, let's say, January, and we'll start marching. We'll be able to get to the battlefield by the time winter is gone over. And look at that, he's taking more territory. That's not good. There he goes. How high is that war score gonna tick? We might actually not be able to wait that long. Shoot. Let's see. Let's see how high it goes. Because based on how much this changes when he takes Northampton, will determine... we should be fine. We should be fine. Yeah. A daughter was born to the... Why is everyone dying of the Great Pox? No, don't do it, guys. It's a tarp. Don't do it, man. Alright, let's just continue training troops. Let's keep stables. Barracks. It's definitely a tarp. Okay, new daughter, born illegitimately. Come on, man. Jeez. Like, seriously. Keep it in your pants. How difficult is that? Alright, I'm gonna start giving names that I can pronounce. Betty. Yeah, let's legitimize her. Okay. He's gonna stay for the city and the church. Looks like we're gonna win East Anglia. Oh, has ended. That is the best solution. Woohoo! Nice. I assume that means the person who we were claiming it for died. So that's a bummer. All right, so we're not gonna declare war now because we know we're gonna lose. Instead, we're gonna allow our forces to build up. Yep, they won the Holy War. Things are looking on the up. I just have to have a legitimate child. Not one born out of wedlock for the 13th time. Because otherwise, I'm not going to have an heir. And then it's going to go off to my brother, who is, quote, an imbecile. He literally has no stats. What is he ever going to do? Jesus. Ay. All right. I think we're going to call it a night on my strategery game for now, because this is just sad to keep watching. They're winning on sheer manpower alone, just wiping through everything. Like, I'm sorry, did you put up the least bit of resistance? Cut off their heads! Ah! Sacrifice them to the god of the sun! Praise sun! and I'm a part of it. The idea, actually, is eventually, in the long run, they will run out of troops. The Emperor will use up his troops, taking probably all of this land. And who's going to be left? Hopefully, if I stay loyal, I'll be able to build up a very large presence within the Empire. And then if I were to then, at his moment of weakness, declare for myself to be the Emperor, or if I were to marry into the family and then try to get that child to be Emperor, boom, my family, an Irish clan from the antiquities of Ireland, started with our good man, Eochaid Macmurdoch, and then his son, Chief Niall of Kildare, Niall Nigoliach. Maybe this small Irish clan would be able to take control of one of the greatest empires that might exist in this game world. And that'd be amazing. Notice how when I converted, it also converted all my ancestors. It's that great. It's amazing. Okay. That's the plan. Go squad, go.